Hey guys, welcome to my channel Miss Recap. Today I am going to explain 2021 animated comedy family movie called Rumble. The movie is about a world where humans and monsters live together. The task of monsters is the progress of their city and to win by fighting for and to happiness the people there. Every city has its own monster who wins for his city and brings money here. We see a similar city named Stroke, whose master has been winning the fight continuously. Due to this, a lot of money is coming to their city and their city is progressing a lot. The people of the city were very happy, but due to his bad luck, he was killed due to the storm, and thus there were no monsters remaining in Stroke City. After much effort, the people of the city find a new monster for the fight of their city. He encounters a dog monster who has become a champion now. That is, he was not losing any fight for many years. The fight starts and during this time he was defeating the monster of the Stroke City. Meanwhile, a girl named Winnie sitting in the audience. She notices the monster licks his nose before every attack. She tells the monster that before every strike he licks his nose. As soon as he will do this, hit him before that. By doing this, that monster really wins. Everyone becomes very happy because they got this happiness after many years. But this happiness was not long lasting for them. The monster did not want to fight for the city anymore. He says there has been a champion of the city before. I will go to a city where I am the only champion. After this, the leader of that city has to meet the people and tell them if there is no monster for their city, we will have to close the fighting stadium. And in this way, we will not able to repay the debt of his city. And they had only 90 days to pay off the loan which were very few. That's why the leader tells them that the stadium should be demolished and built a park there, which will bring a lot of money to them. But Winnie did not want this. Winnie was the daughter of the man who used to train monsters in the city. She did not want the stadium to shut down and everyone to forget her dad and the champion. That's why she decides to find a new monster who can earn money by fighting for that city. In this way, the problem of the city will be solved and the stadium will not be closed. She meets with many monsters but no one was ready to help her. Later, she finds a monster and after seeing his face and behavior, she learns that he is his friend and the son of the monster who had been a champion of the city. And the name of this monster was Steve, but alas, he was not a real fighter. Rather, he works under any other monster and he defeats every match on his instructions. Actually, his boss has given him some money from the other team for the defeat. Steve does this activity because he was lazy and defeat does not require any hard work, nor it does not require any training. He gets a lot of money without doing anything that people get after hard work and he does not think ever to become famous. Here Winnie was convincing him for help and he was fighting there and he diverts his attention towards Winnie. He wins. Although he received money for defeating in the match, as a result, he and his boss suffer a huge loss. That's why Steve's boss pushes him out till he earns enough money to compensate for their loss. Along with this, he was threatened that if he does not do this, he will be mistreated. Winnie feels this chance as a golden opportunity. To convince and blackmail him, she asks him to fight in his dad's place. She tells him that for this activity, everyone will remember your dad as well. Our childhood place where we had enjoyed ourselves a lot. Our numerous memories have been connected with this place. The place won't be broken and you will get enough money to fulfill your loss. Steve recalls his past after seeing the stadium and Winnie's talks, and he did not fool enough to be convinced by Winnie. He tells her that I am not the one to be melted by the conversation. I will only join you till I get enough money. The next day when Winnie comes to train him, the lazy monster does not wake up and tells Winnie that he does not need any training. That's why Winnie takes him for a local fight. He does not do anything while thinking that he will get money for losing the match. Winnie tells him by clearing his misconception that he will only get money for victory and he has not ever taken the fight training, so he does not know fighting. By showing his shrewdness, he defeats the monster in a funny way. Sometimes he runs after him and sometimes put him behind him. And in the end, he wins this fight by tossing him down. He gets money but he was very maligned in the news. No one was considering him a fighter and Winnie tells him that you have to take the training seriously. You can earn money with good moves and fighting skills. Hearing this, he gets ready for the training, but what a lazy monster can do. Soon after giving, he says that I am going back. I have no interest in the fight. I already wanted to be a dancer. At that time, people called me to become a fighter like my dad. That's why I left the city before. From his words, Vinny gets an idea. She teaches him to fight with a new style of dancing. He really enjoys doing this task. He takes training with heart and becomes an expert fighter. Now he can defeat anyone in the fight. In this way, Vinny's purpose becomes successful. After a lot of work, his team becomes capable to fight for her city, and he has won a lot of local fights. He becomes quite famous because of his dancing style. For this reason, they have a TV interview. During that, they tell that they want to play a match in the Stroke Stadium. They want to play in the stadium that was the stadium of Vinny's dad. They challenge everyone to have a fight with them. They leave for their city Stroke happily. Going there, they see the stadium whose area was purchased in double amount by the monster who has fought for his city at the beginning of the film. Actually, he wants no one to fight and people forget the monster who used to win after playing for this city. He wants everyone to forget Steve's father. Seeing this, Steve and Vinny gets furious and go to their city's leader to talk. But it was useless. He has signed the paper to sell the stadium. He gets a lot of money for his city. As a result of this, they were upset. And Vinny asked Steve to return because Steve's purpose to earn money was fulfilled. But Vinny's purpose was incomplete. Steve goes, but he realizes that he should not leave his friend alone in this dark time. He returns. After taking Vinny, he goes to the place where the monster who bought the stadium was telling the people of the city about himself, that he is making a park for them. Instead of being happy, they become angry and begin to throw stones at him. As people throw stones at him, the monster becomes angry. In this anger, he was about to destroy the stadium with his anger, but Steve saved the stadium after breaking the wires. He says, if you want to erase my father's memories, then defeat me after fighting me. And he tells his reality, that he was the son of his master, who always kept the city higher. In anger, the other monster has also accepted this challenge. The people of the city were happy to see Steve. They all trained Steve together for the fight. He also worked hard and finally the day of the fight comes. The fight starts where Steve was initially defeating him with his dancing moves. When Monster understands this style, he begins to dance like him after holding him. While dancing, he begins to defeat him. The monster was dominating Steve and it becomes difficult for Steve to fight. He was about to give up, but he recalls his father's bravery. He never lost, and after recalling him, he goes into the final round with full energy and begins to fight in a new style. He begins to jump to escape from the monster's attack. Along with this, Steve has fixed the monster's arm with the ropes there, throws him down after jumping on him, but he also falls during this all. The monster wakes up before him, but it seems quite difficult for Steve to get up. Everyone thinks they have lost. Later, after taking his name to get him up, they clap and he wakes up as a result. After holding his hands, he throws him after spinning him with his dancing style. He sits on his body so he can't get up again. In this way, they win and the city finds its new fighter. The stadium does not break and the progress of the city begins. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel.